Fanatics, Crazy Russian Dead here. In this transmission, I want to talk about Jeeps. No, I'm still inside my Porsche Toyota Camry, and the bumping around is just because I'm on a bad road, okay? But I can pretend like I'm on a Jeep. This fanatic of mine has an amazing Instagram account called Off-Road Pics, and that's where I sort of got introduced to amazing pictures of Jeeps. I'm not even into cars, but you know, like every car stands for something, okay? Like if I say Mercedes-Benz, it stands for luxury, right? And if I say BMW, okay, well that's probably, you know, it's a muscle car. If I say Lamborghini, I don't know what it stands for. I saw one only once on the highway. My children said, "Oh, look, that Lamborghini." And then by the time I turned my head, all I saw was a little bit of dust, and it was already like 3 miles ahead of me. And if I say Toyota Camry, well, you know what that stands for: middle-aged and boring. But Jeeps are in a class of their own. They're just cool, okay? I mean, they're not like any other car. There is just something, there's freedom about Jeeps. There is certain level of abandonment and sort of disregard for rules. You can just drive. It's not a truck. It's not a sedan, it's not, God forbid, a minivan. They're just cool and free. You get into a Jeep and you're just like immediately transformed. You become cooler. It's like, and everything around you is like as if you're driving like in Key West or something. Like if a Jeep were an animal, it would probably be like a wild Mustang, you know, an untamed Mustang, completely free, cannot be domesticated in any way, shape or form. So Jeeps are really cool. They're incredibly cool. They can go off-road. I was once in Arizona with a friend, and we drove on a Jeep around, like, with so many cactuses, or however you say plural of cactus, cacti. I don't actually know. Anyhow, it was beautiful. He had this enormous stick shift in the Jeep. I haven't got to drive one. It was very bumpy, kind of like the road I'm on right now. My butt was hurting for days, but I felt like a man, okay? I felt like a man, not like when I'm in a Toyota Camry. Jeeps participated in World War II, okay? They were used for those off-roading capabilities. They even sent like 50,000 of those Jeeps to Russia. Okay, America sent them to Russia. What other car can claim that they helped defeat the Nazi Germany, okay, and Hitler? Surely Toyota Camry cannot do that. So Jeeps are super cool. Like if I could afford the car I wanted, I would definitely probably buy a Jeep, maybe. Yes, a Jeep. But in the meantime, I live vicariously through his friend on Instagram. By the way, you know about Instagram? Go to Instagram. You may need to download the app, and there you follow this account. It's called Off-Road Pics. You'll see it in the description. So if you're on Instagram, go follow. If you're not on Instagram, you should get an Instagram account, actually, people, because you'll be cool. And follow this guy. Amazing pictures, and none of them are photoshopped. By the way, while you're at it, why don't you follow Crazy Russian Dead on Instagram too? Okay, so if you have a Jeep, that's awesome. If you have some other car that you like, tell me about it too. Okay, thank you, and good night.